Hey, this is Matt Koenig, CEO and founder of Koenig and iCarMedia.com. Just want to share with everybody, we're kicking off here, very first time, and I mean very, very, very first time, that we are doing a live YouTube broadcast. So this is exciting. I'm getting ready to kick it off here, so we kick off in just one moment. All right. Now it can show for everybody. Okay, perfect. All right, Matt Koenig, CEO and founder of Koenig and iCarMedia.com. So first and foremost, I just want to tell you thank you so much for tuning in today for the very first Matt's Mobile Marketing Moments. So broadcasting live from the house here. Going to share some cool stuff with you today. And what we're going to talk about is video search engine optimization. So a lot of people know that it is just critical to get to basically get a mobile video strategy, right? Mobile as a whole is important, especially in the automotive industry today. We know that you've got to be mobile. If you're not, you're frankly missing the boat and you're probably a little bit of a moron. But that being said, at the end of the day, what is really critical is dealers have to understand how this mobile stuff affects their engagement with consumers. Now, I am a guy who used iPhone for many years. Now I'm a Android guy. As you can see, I've got a Moto X. Searching nowadays is a very big deal. So let me show you an example of what happens if someone just does like a keyword search, okay? Okay, Google now. 2014 Mercedes-Benz E350 Cincinnati. Now, Google's running a search automatically, right, by my voice. And now this is a keyword-based search. So if I search 2014 Mercedes-Benz E350 Cincinnati, what you're going to see is a couple things. I'm going to show them to you here. You're going to see ads on the top, right? First and foremost, you see Google's ads. Then you see like a map with the local dealer. And then you see 2-3 links. And then next thing you see, that first thing that pops is an ad from Montgomery Lincoln in Cincinnati. Now, they're a Lincoln dealer there, and they're looking to conquest and compete with the Mercedes-Benz. And so what you're seeing Andy Buck, their sales manager, talking about why if you're thinking about a Mercedes-Benz E350, you should be considering a new Lincoln MKS instead because it might be a better choice for you. Now, why are we doing this? Well, part of the reason that they're doing this conquest marketing is because the Mercedes-Benz dealer in the area, a lot of customers come in and say they just don't have a great experience with the Mercedes dealer. So Montgomery Lincoln is known for having a fantastic experience, and they've got great quality products. So they said, hey, look, we want to get in front of Mercedes shoppers. Now, this is what's called a video conquest marketing strategy. Now I'm going to show you another example, right? Okay, Google now. New Chevy in Kalamazoo. Now, Google now searching again. So these are just keyword-based searches, right? When you search new Chevy in Kalamazoo, I want to show you something. This is critical. So I'm going to hold the phone up here so you can see I'm not doctoring anything. And by the way, it's the same if you go to Chrome and put it in incognito mode. So you see the pay-per-click ads first, then boom. The next thing you see, Cole Automotive. The entire page is the Cole Automotive Group. Now you might say, well, duh, right? I mean, that's a local dealer, isn't it? No. I'll feed you, baby birds. That is not the local dealer. Cole Crum Chevrolet is actually about a little over 20 miles outside of Kalamazoo. Now, a little over 4 months ago, they spoke to us, this automotive group, and said, look, we want to start conquesting, we want to start dominating, getting better visibility in the market. You guys may see our Pomeranian run in the background here and there in a minute. So they say, look, we wanted to dominate search. We want to get more visible in the large market, Kalamazoo. The Chevrolet store is in a market called Schoolcraft, Michigan, like population 12, right? It's very small area. But they're, a 20-minute drive from Kalamazoo. Beginning of September, last week of August, when they got on board with our program, there was something crazy. They were the last organic link on page 1 of Google. Their website was. That was it. That was the only presence that they had. Now we fast forward time with a good video SEO and video conquest strategy. When someone searches new Chevy in Kalamazoo, they own every link on the page. Now, let's talk about how you accomplish this, because this isn't just a 30-minute sales pitch for my company, because that's what we do. Plug, head over to konig.co if you want to connect and pay us to do it for you. But listen, video search engine optimization has a lot of pieces to the puzzle. So you may want to grab a pen and a piece of paper, and I'll give you a few tips to write down. Okay. First and foremost, the thing that you want to do if you're looking to optimize your video is you actually have to have content that's relevant to what the person is searching for. So you have to make sure that your videos talk about what the person is searching for, and not just in generalities like new cars, used cars, but you have to get more specific, right? So you can be visible. If you're a new Chevy dealer and somebody's looking for new Chevys, you got to make sure that they, are seeing you in that light, right? But you also have to not only make relevant content, but you have to make unique content. All right, you can't just take B-roll commercial footage from the manufacturer, voice it over and throw it out on the internet, because it's not unique. And there are companies out there that do that, and they make beautiful videos, but they're beautiful commercials. Let me ask you this. When's the last time you wanted to watch a commercial, right? So if you're going to do video search engine optimization for yourself, the good news is you don't have to spend a ton of money. Now, you do have to spend some, right? You have to buy a quality video recording device. You have to make sure that you purchase quality microphones. Those are key. YouTube does automatic closed captioning, and you'll notice oftentimes it closed captions wrong. That's because people are standing 10 feet away from the microphone. So you can go on Amazon, spend a few $100 on some really good quality recording devices from Sony, lav mics that are wireless, Bluetooth connected to a Bluetooth receiver, and that can help you get the job done. But you need to spend a few $100 on a good quality microphone that's wireless. You need to spend a couple $100 on a camera that'll work for you, a good quality recording device. If you're going to record from your mobile phone, okay, which isn't a bad plan, you've got to buy a special TRSS cable that will change that sound from a stereo microphone and headphone so that it'll work as a microphone only in the jack in your phone. By the way, that does not work on the new Moto X. A lot of the new phones I think you're going to find that won't work on, but you can do it on like a new iPod. You can do it on a good quality camcorders. Canon makes some of them that are great. If you can still find these, which these are some of the best quality, albeit small, the Koenig ZI-8, some of the best quality mini camcorders out there, and part of the reason is because they had an external microphone jack, which nobody has anymore on the mini palm quarters, and it records in 1080p HD, so it's good. So good quality camera, good quality microphone, critical. Okay, good quality content in your recording, critical. Now that being said, what do you do after that? So I bought the camera, I bought the microphone. I know that I'm going to specifically talk about my 2014 Chevy Silverado. What now? Great question. Glad you asked. The next step when you're doing video search engine optimization is you absolutely, positively, 100% need to be yourself. Okay? When you're recording videos, people need to see that it's fun, right? They need to understand that this isn't just a commercial for the product, but it's really an attempt to introduce them to or endear them to your brand. That's you, right? So you need to make sure that you're introducing them to you as a brand. Hey, this is why we're great. This is why you want to do business with us. This is why you love us. And by the way, I'm noticing on the preview on the screen, like my head is stretched. I know I'm a chubby guy, but it makes me look like I'm even fatter. This is the first live show. I just have to point that out. Next time I'll actually get the aspect ratio correct. I might even thin it up so I look a little more trim and awesome for you guys. All right, so step one, and I hope you're writing these down. Step one, you've got to write quality content that's relevant to your product that you're going to be talking about. Step two, you have to actually purchase the right equipment. Good quality camcorder with an external microphone jack, a wireless LAV microphone so you can pick up good quality sound. Part of that is also recording in an environment that doesn't have a lot of background noise, because this is important stuff. So good quality camera, good quality microphone to do the recordings with. Step three is be yourself, right? Okay, be real. Let people see who you are. Look, you don't have to have GQ. You don't have to have. I'm a guy. I don't know who the guy is, but you don't have to have a Matthew McConaughey or David Beckham or whoever the dude is that everybody thinks is cool today. You don't have to grab the best looking salesperson in your dealership to make your videos. What you need to do is grab somebody that people look at and they go, man, that person looks fun to do business with. Let me give you an example of why it is so important to be authentic. Have you seen the show Duck Dynasty? I love this show, right? Uncle Si is hilarious. Now, I look at this show and I go, man, I would love to meet Uncle Si. He cracks me up. I mean, Si Robertson is hilarious. But it's not just Si. Everybody on that show, they just seem real. They seem genuine. They seem like good quality human beings, right? You look at Phil and Kay Robertson, and if you look up their net worth on the internet, they've got a ton of money. And they still live humble. They are still regular folks. Willie's got a ton of money. He lives in a big baller house. Good for him. That's awesome. Still seems real. Still seems authentic. Still seems hilarious. Now, this show, if you just walked up into a Walmart and saw these folks, you'd just be like, regular folks. They're all getting ready to go duck hunting. I mean, there would be nothing that would endear you to them to make you walk up and say hi. But put them on video and start learning about their life because it was a public TV show, and now you're endeared to the Duck Dynasty brand. That should be the same for your business, your dealership. When people go on YouTube, if they run a search for specific content they're looking for, which, by the way, YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world. When they go on there and they run a specific search for content, a new Chevy Silverado in Kalamazoo, a new BMW 335 in Kalamazoo or near Kalamazoo, they're looking for the best deal on a new Cadillac in Grand Rapids, Michigan. When they run these searches, what happens is you want to make sure that you're visible, right? Whether it's you or your competitor's brand, you want to be seen as visible. You want to make sure that that video says something to them that goes, hey, click me, watch me, right? What is it? Maybe it's the title. Maybe it's, when somebody searches for the best deal on a new Cadillac in Grand Rapids, a video is going to come up that's going to tell them, the Cole Buick GMC Cadillac in Kalamazoo, Michigan is your best choice or has the best deals on new Cadillacs for Grand Rapids area shoppers, right? Or maybe the Grand Rapids Cadillac dealer doesn't care enough to make good quality content videos that are optimized properly. So the Kalamazoo dealer just gets to take advantage of dominating their market space. And when somebody searches for, best deal on a new Cadillac in Grand Rapids, up come 2-3 videos from the Kalamazoo store, which is our client, by the way, of course. And so the customer sees a product video, why the Cadillac XTS is a better choice than a Lincoln MKS in Kalamazoo, or why the Cadillac CTS is a better choice than the BMW 335i in Kalamazoo. They see these things pop up, and they go, let me watch that. And then they watch it, and then they realize it's for the dealer 35 miles away from them, 40 miles away from them. But because this dealer was so informative, they go, you know what? Saturday, let's make a trip down to Cole in Kalamazoo. Let's go down there and take a look at a new Cadillac. See, if we've got good quality content and it's optimized properly, it's going to show up when people are searching, and then we're going to earn an opportunity to do business with them, right? That's the goal, anyway. But this is why it's so critical for you as a dealer. I showed some examples of some searches early on and how things optimize. And I'll show you another one. Okay, Google now. Who has the best deal on new Ram trucks near Kalamazoo, Michigan? And that's Google now searching again, obviously. I just want to show you guys doing it all by voice, nothing doctored, nothing preloaded, any of that. Now, if you take a look at this, you see the ads on top, as always with Google, and then the first thing you're going to see is Celia Pawpaw, right? Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Ram Trucks, Kalamazoo. These guys, again, 30 miles away from Kalamazoo. The second link you see is a link to their playlist for their YouTube videos. And then the third link is the local Kalamazoo Ram truck dealer. The fourth link, yet another video from this Pawpaw Chrysler Dodge Jeep dealer. Fifth link is that Chrysler Dodge Jeep dealer's website, see the right of Pawpaw. Sixth link and seventh link, videos again from Celia Wright of Pawpaw. Eighth link, a dealer up in Grand Rapids. Ninth link, Celia Wright of Pawpaw again on our blog. So what you learn from this is these guys, when somebody's searching for the best deal on a Ram truck near Kalamazoo, Michigan, right? They're a home city. This other dealer, 28, 30-something miles away, our client again, is dominating page 1 of that search. Now I can tell you this. Rewind time before they started this program, before the dealer started doing this video search engine optimization. And you know where they were? They had a link on the page, midway down or something toward the bottom. Just a link. Didn't stand out. Now they're crushing Kalamazoo dealer. And we'll have, you'll see a video on our YouTube channel here, probably Friday or Saturday. Testimonial from Michael Geddes out at Celia of Pawpaw. Now Celia of Pawpaw, excuse me. Since the video search engine optimization, their web traffic has doubled. Let me say it again. Since their video search engine optimization, the video conquest marketing program with us, their traffic to their website has doubled. Now, let me explain why. And you could, listen, folks, you can do this yourself. If you take the time to learn, you could. The reason that our company is so popular and we do so well is because at the end of the day, dealers don't have time to go out and become experts in all this. You just don't. And it's more affordable to pay us than it is to hire another person and pay them 50 grand a year to work full time recording and making videos for you. By the time you buy the equipment and hire someone to do it, you're going to spend 3 times what you pay a company like us. So that's why dealers come to us. But make no mistake, you can do it on your own if you just really invest the time in learning and understanding all the changes that have to do with Google and mobile search and regular, video optimization in the natural organic searches and things like that. It can be done by you. So if you don't have the budget and you're just going to have a staff member do it, as long as they're willing to take the time and learn, it is possible. So again, we'd love to have you as a customer of ours, but you could do it on your own if you really invest the time and effort into it. So we talked about you got to write out quality content, right? What does that mean? Well, it means you got to make videos that hit all the hot buttons that people could be addressing: safety, performance, appearance, convenience, economy, dependability, right? You got to hit them all, right? You've got to word them in a way that's going to be relevant to their search. Now, on top of that, you've also got to write relevant descriptions in your videos. You've got to write them that are relevant to what could come up in a search, mobile and keyword search. So semantic search, keyword search, you got to make sure that you hit all the areas. Now, on top of that, you got to go in, you got to make sure to either manually type all of the words that are said in the video so they match the closed captioning, or use some other program that's going to get it right. But you've got to do all of that as well. So critical stuff, right? What a lot of people don't realize is this: Google actually doesn't just look at audio. They don't just look at the text, but they actually scan video as well. So think of it this way: there's an app called Google Goggles, right, where you can take a photo of something and search the internet for it. There's very similar technology gets utilized in videos. Does not get spoken of at all, but I can tell you this: make a video about something completely different than what's shown in the video, and watch how quickly it vanishes. Because visually, what's seen doesn't line up with what's said, which doesn't line up with what's heard, which doesn't line up with what's read. Last piece of the puzzle is tagging video properly. I'm making a video about video search engine optimization for dealers right now. This is being broadcast live, so there's no editing, right? There's no chance to edit this, doctor it up, or make any changes. You've probably seen my arm tattoo 2 or 3 times, perhaps, I don't know. But there's no chance to edit this or doctor this, right? I'm firing this up to help you guys out right from my living room in the middle of the workday because I love helping dealers be more successful. But I can tell you, if I were to sit here and write that this video is about the new KitKat operating system for the Android phone, or what's coming out in the iPhone 6, or talking about the iPad Air, my video would be gone quickly because nothing in this video shows that. Nothing in this video is showing what's being said, what's being typed in the description, what's being tagged. None of it would line up. I'm hoping that's making sense. So if you want to do great video optimization, I want to encourage you to do a couple things. Number one, first and foremost, make your focus mobile. All right. Siri searches Bing. And what we found is, with the way that we structure our videos and do stuff for our dealers, when people are searching Siri, they actually do show up on Siri search results in the top above the fold, 1 or 2 position, because Bing actually has better mobile search than they do their desktop search. So that's a good thing for automotive dealers, for Siri. But the other thing with Siri is, if somebody says, Siri, Google this, then it'll actually search Google. And a lot of people are learning that, and then they search Google. Google owns YouTube. Now, Google, albeit the owner of YouTube, does not just flood a page with YouTube links. Google wants relevant content for their searchers, because if they just populated content based on payment or things like that, like Bing, it does, people wouldn't search there, because they would go there and they'd look and they go, oh, this crap looks like it's kind of doctored to one direction. It's not that impressive. Google has plenty of paid ads on the screen. So the organic search, they really want to protect the integrity of that, give people options, give them multiple things to consider. The days of gaming the system and black hat SEO are they're not gone because there are still jerks that do it. But the reality is Google is working very hard to get rid of those folks. And content is king or queen for you ladies out there. Sorry. And we all know that the queen actually runs the house, so it doesn't matter. Content is key. That's what's going to rule the kingdom. So you've got to get quality content. You've got to be authentic. You've got to make sure that you put all the proper pieces of the puzzle together to do this. If so, you can go out there and really, truly dominate your competition and protect your market, protect your customers. So, hopefully this mobile marketing moment was helpful. Remember, when people search from a phone, they search differently than how they do from a desktop. It's less keyword search, more semantic, meaning they ask a question to their phone. So whether it's Siri or Google search, people ask questions like, who has the best deal on this, or what's the horsepower on that, or what's better, Grand Cherokee or Ford Explorer? Google, what's better? And they ask questions like that. That's how you want to make sure you structure your searches. That's how you want to make sure you structure your content to address questions that people ask. By doing so, you increase your chance of visibility. If you've got questions, if we can help you, we'd love to. You can head over to koenig.co. You can click on the contact page and reach out. If you look at all this stuff and you try to do it yourself and it just seems like it's way too much work and you want to have another company do it for you, somebody who has experience with automotive and is already helping dealers absolutely crush it, you can reach out to us. You can click on if you go to Koenig.co, you can click on the iCar tab for iCar video, and you can kind of look at what we do and what we're all about, and feel free to reach out and contact our company. I am confident we can help you dominate your market, crush your competitors, and best of all, there is conquest exclusivity. So once you take them over, they can't hire us to take it back. So if we can help you, we'd love to. Otherwise, tune in. I'm going to try and make this a weekly engagement where we do this live and just kind of share these tips with you. So thanks again for tuning in. This is Matt Koenig, CEO and founder of Koenig Co. and iCarMedia.com, saying make today amazing.